One of the most useful tools in Excel is data linking. And the data linking also can do data cleansing. And it basically then treats the data as a data table. So it's less likely to damage it by disjointing rows. And a lot of formulas can be copied down automatically for you. And you can refer to the data with it automatically creates the labels for your field names. So it's a lot of power, especially if you have like millions of records. It makes the data managed as proper data. So this data linking, this is a sheet that's data linked. And how to do that basically is you go to the data sheet and just go get data from whatever source. So the typical one I use a lot is from exported raw spreadsheets from SAP, but you can link to almost any sort of data. So once you pick what you're linking to, it'll create a new sheet, and then it'll go through a series of steps. And those steps would be things like, in this case, transformation steps if you want to convert text to numbers or numbers to text. So it'll give you that option. And one of the beauties is once your data is brought in and it's automatically going to be cleansed as the raw data updates, this will update as you open the file or hit refresh to just refresh the one sheet rather than refreshing your entire file. If you want to get back to the data transformation, then you can go to data query and connections, and it'll show you what you're connected to. And I can just double click on that to go back into it if I need to make some changes to the connection or to the transformations. So it sees the vendor material number as a number. It's not really a number. So I can convert that by clicking on the 1, 2, 3 button and say convert it to text. So if I'm going to do searches like VLOOKUPs and such, I need it to be text. So replace current step, and it puts all the steps on the right. So you can remove a step. It's like an undo kind of. All these transformation steps are listed here. Material numbers are not numbers, so I'd convert that also to text. Of course, things like quantity is a number, so that's fine. Anyways, you can also edit in code if you understand the syntax. In Advanced Editor, you can see the link to the file name, so you can modify it if you need to. If you've changed the file name or moved it, you can reconnect it. Anyways, once you're happy with the settings, you just hit close and load. So some of the beauties is when I bring up the list of materials to search material number or search by description, it brings up the drop-down list very fast because it's just showing you the data you need to see. So this one's like 2 million records, doesn't matter, it'll bring it up pretty fast. So if I search for duck star, you see it searches 2 million records very fast. So those are all the materials that contain the word duck. Now, one of the other beauties I mentioned about formulas, so if I create a new field label here, so it's the left 4 characters of the description for fun. So I'll call this one description first 4. It automatically formats it perfectly, and then when you make your formula equals left of this cell, see it puts the reference to the field label, not the reference of C2. And I want the first 4 characters. It automatically copies down. So as the data changes, like your raw data, and you do a refresh, the formula is automatically copied down for you. And of course, you can insert pivot tables, and that would automatically adjust as well. So a very, very powerful tool. And home.